Hey everybody, and welcome to my Revel channel. Today I want to discuss something that I found very interesting. If you have not watched Real Housewives of Dubai, make sure you go check that out, child, because they just dropped something from their reunion that I definitely want to cover. But before we get into that, we got to take it back a bit because this is going to be my first time covering something like this. So really quickly, let's go back in time to 2006, a time when Bravo debuted its first of a large known franchise called Real Housewives of Orange County. Now, Orange County was not only the first of the franchises, but it was the first to have a reunion of some sort. So to give it its credit, the reunion was very different from what we see today. It looks like the reunion could have been shot in someone's backyard, and it gave off the I'm hanging out with my homegirls and we're discussing the different problems that we have type of feels, something that is very different from what we see today. So if you fast forward 16 years later, you can see an impeccable variety of franchises and multiple spin-offs, which includes reunions. And the reunions are now a staple in pop culture. From the one-liners,
Use your legs to marry men,
memorable storylines,
What is that, Uncle Ben? Tax reform? Giselle, you tacky as hell.
themes, stage settings, Andy as a host, and I believe he's been a host since like Orange County season 2. And then we can't forget what we all check for, the fashions. Which brings me to today's topic. Just this past week, Bravo dropped the released Real Housewives of Dubai's reunion looks. And I believe this will be the perfect time to discuss what the women are wearing, who they are wearing, what we like, what we disliked about it, and what we can actually rate our most liked or disliked looks. So let's go ahead and get into it. But because this is a newer franchise, I will say that I'm not going to grade it too hard, but I'm also going to grade it just a little hard. Only because, yes, this is your first time doing this, but there are so many that came before you that laid that groundwork to where it's like, even if this is your first reunion, there is no reason for you to make first reunion type of well, you can make first reunion mistakes, but you can't make the easy rookie mistakes. Like, come on, it's a reunion, you need to be in reunion type of attire type of thing, if you understand where I'm going with that. Let me say it again. If you have not seen it, make sure you go and check out Dubai's, first season. Hopefully they get a season 2, because I did enjoy seeing their culture. It is very different from America, and I enjoyed seeing the different things that actually kind of shocked me a bit. Their culture is different. There's certain things that they can or cannot do there that is the norm here. So that was very refreshing to see on screen. And I also want to state that on that show, this is a little spoiler, they always had the desert parties that looked like it was looking really nice. So when I look at these pictures and you look at the theme and the scenery and just the staging, it looks like they're going to give us the desert glam type of feels. So I feel like that's going to be very refreshing, because if you've seen reunions, they normally choose something that constantly happened or that was that staple within that season, and they're going to use that as their stage props for the theme. So I definitely think they went with a desert glam look. So I'm expecting to see, the sequence, the sparkles, like everything to stand out, give me that glam feel.
money can't buy you happiness. You clearly haven't been to Dubai.
Now, Nina looks really good here. Really quickly, I'm going to tell you who she's wearing. Her dress is by Paul Eto. Her earrings are by Caroline Sfuerdom. And her shoes are by Renee Cavolia. Hair by Julius Michaels. And makeup is by Priscilla D'Estasio. And Nina styled herself. So, like I stated, Nina looks really good here. I love that she has that, the makeup is simple, but it is done so well to where it really stands out. She kept her signature hairstyle for this reunion. If you've seen when they do the taglines, the hair is very similar there. I like her earrings. And if you look at the picture here where she's sitting down, I think the dress looks really nice. It gives that modest feel. The dress doesn't do too much. And then she also showed us that you can do a modest look and still look really good. And then when you look at the picture when she stands up, it's nice. Would I wear it? I probably wouldn't, but I think this looks really great and it aligns with her personality and who she is. I think her shoes look really nice here. I think Nina did really well.
The desert is ruthless, but nothing is more savage than me.
Caroline's dress is by Extra Brides Lagos Worldwide. Her hair is by Samande Balogun. Her makeup is by Ashley Stewart. And styling is by Mimi Lindaina. I have to start off with saying that Caroline's makeup here is gorgeous. She went a little more with the rouge on the cheek. I like that. I love the eyeshadow. Like, this is how you do your makeup, girl. Now, when I get to her outfit, her earrings are nice. I was not able to see her. Yes, I actually can. If you look in the long one, here it is. You can see her shoes. The shoes have the beading that match the dress. Her look is cute, but I have some things that I dislike about it. And I'm going to tell you what I would have changed. As gorgeous as that crown is, I wouldn't have done it only because it's too matchy. It does too much. And I feel like it takes away from the look. And before I get into that, let me state her hair is on point. I don't see nair fly away. It looks really nice. I think she did well. So I probably, if she wanted to do the crown and go for the theme of the role that she played throughout the season, I would have chose a different type of crown or just nothing altogether. Now, when you look at the dress and you pay attention to her undergarments, I don't like how they cut that. I feel like if you look at Nina's look, the way they had everything underneath match, because even though it was a little see-through, they had the little padding underneath so you couldn't see. They should have done that the same exact way. Cut it to match the garments. It makes it look like it was cheaply done. I would have removed the sleeves. The sleeves weren't needed. Girl, show off them arms. I do like the top of her dress though. So I feel like had those things been executed, this look would have looked 10 times better, because that undergarment is really disturbing. When you look at the picture where she's standing, you can literally see it.
A woman should be two things: who and what she wants.
Now I'm going to get into Sara Al Madani. Sara is wearing Paul Atout, so that's two people wearing his dresses. Shoes are by Aquazura. Her jewelry is by Cartier, and her hair is by Julius Michael. Makeup is by Priscilla D'Estasio. And her spray tan is by Chastity McDowell. I'd have never heard them adding that someone had a spray tan. I feel like Bravo was being shady there. But when you look at Sara, I think she looks good, but I do have a few critiques. Her makeup looks good, but when you look at the close-up, I feel like it depends on the angle. You know, close-up, you can see where they had like the highlighting section, and I feel like maybe that wasn't blended as well. But when you look at the one where she's standing and it's far away, her makeup looks flawless. So I think it just depends on the angle. Sara hair is cute. I probably would have went with a different hairstyle though, but I think it still looks good. I like that she still did that long wavy look. The jewelry is very subtle, so I like that. I would not have gone with the hair clamp that she has on the side. I feel like it doesn't really, if you pay attention to the design, it doesn't really match the dress. I have some of the same complaints when I'm looking at her dress as I did with Caroline's. I shouldn't see the silicone breast paddings. I feel like that was oddly placed. They could have done the same thing like they did in Nina's or something. The feathers, I know some people may not care for the feathers, but I feel like the feathers may have been needed. Maybe not as many as was on the dress, but I think it definitely was needed because it added to the dress. But yeah, that's my only complaints that I have.
They don't hate me because I'm beautiful. They hate me because they're basic.
Next we have Chanel Ayan. Her dress, shoes, jewelry, and styling is all by Michael Cinco. Hair is by Janelle Seeley Smith, and makeup by Tony Malt. I like Chanel's outfit. Her dress to me is top tier. Her shoes match the dress really well. I appreciate that for the reunion, Ayan chose a different hairstyle or different wig per se. I felt like during the season, when I'm paying attention to the style, I feel like her wigs have evolved. So I feel like that is really nice. I love that she has, it looks like the jewels in there as well. I love her earring. And actually, let me pay attention to, I take that back. I may have gone with a different shoe just a little bit, only because of the color of the earrings. But dang it, when you look at her stand up, I don't mind it. Like, I love that she did the sleek ponytail. The dress is super nice. She doesn't have any weird undergarments cut the wrong way. It's all cut right. You see what I'm saying? That's what I feel like Caroline's dress was missing. It just needed to be cut to match so that you don't really see that weird cut in the center. I love how at the very end of her dress, the ruffles fan out. It's extra. It matched her personality. I wouldn't have expected anything less from her because I feel like she brought it all season.
In the city of gold, nothing shines brighter than me.
Next, we have Caroline Stanbury. Dress is by Galia Lahav. Shoes are by Renee Cavia. Jewelry is by Jacob & Co. Hair is by Ryan Austin. Makeup is by Maria Doyle. And styling is by Danielle Temperley. And I'm guilty of saying this because during the season, her fashions were okay. They weren't my favorite from the cast. But I also feel like this look would have been great during the season, not for the reunion. I feel like this was not a reunion look, but you gotta give it to her. She actually looks really good. The earrings go really well with the top, and actually if you look at the picture where she's standing up, she's in shorts. The shoes nice, but this would have been definitely a look for the season, not the reunion. And Stanbury's makeup looks great here. I think I seen someone say her stuff look pasty. I don't think it looks pasty, but I think she looks really good.
The only thing you can take from me are notes.
Lastly, we're going to talk about Lesa Milan. Lesa is wearing Valdrin Sahidi. Shoes are by Femme LA, Donatella Mule. Her hair is by Stitch. Makeup is by Rebecca Lee. Her makeup looks really good here. I love her dress. I think Lesa definitely brought it. I love the high ponytail. I love the earrings. I love the extraness and the different jewels within the dress and the feathers. My only critique I have, the way the dress is cut a little bit. Maybe it's just me. I feel like it is cut at this weird angle. Only thing, if they could have brought the cutting in just a little bit, but other than that, I like it. I like that she got the one sleeved thing going on. I think Lesa looks really good. Actually, all the women looked well. They look great for their first reunion as well because, like I said earlier, even though this is your first reunion, there are so many that came before you. There's no excuse. You got to bring it a little bit. Those are how I feel about the women's looks. Let me know how you feel about their looks. Finally, I think I'm going to just go ahead and rank them based on like my favorite and least favorite looks. In first place, I got Ayan. Secondly, I will put Lesa. Third, I would go with Nina. Fourth, I'm gonna go with Sara. Fifth would be Caroline Brooks. And Stanbury would go last. And I would put Stanbury last only because that is not a reunion look. I feel like that would have been great for during the season. And then you should have came in your gown. Like, this is desert glam. Like, you should have just really brought that. And I felt like Caroline Brooks tried to bring that. She definitely brought the glam. Caroline did. I know some people may not care for Caroline Brooks sometimes, but she definitely brought the glam, and I understood what she was trying to do. It just may have been not executed as well in certain areas, but I think the only reason I feel like Caroline, I wouldn't put her before Sara is because the cutting in her dress. It's more noticeable, and I feel like that was a little lazy of them to do for her for that. So that's the only reason I put her after Sara, but that's why, because she brought it and it was a reunion look, that's why she's going before Caroline Stanbury. So that is my rankings. First, I would have Ayan. Last would be Caroline Stanbury. Let me know what you guys think. Who's your best? Who's your worst? And tell me if you actually agreed or disagreed with how I felt some of the dresses or different things were executed, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, wait. Don't forget, I have been working really hard on other videos. I have one I'm working on over Candy Burris Tucker, but I only held off on putting that one out because Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion is going to be coming as well. And I plan to do a reunion look review just like I did for Dubai, but I'm going to add her last look into the categories where we rank her looks from like season 2 when she first started up to now. But yeah, and I don't just do reunion looks. I have plenty of other videos where I talk about different things. So check out my channel. I've been working really hard and I've been trying to get better at everything that I do. So yeah, for real this time. Goodbye, y'all. I'll see you next time.